What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Masculine Energy. In this video, I want to talk about, should relationships be hard? It's been a really long time since I actually made a pre-recorded video, and I just threw up a random little like black and color filter. If you guys like it, comment below. Basically took the summer off. I didn't really do a whole lot when it came to this channel. I didn't really focus much on this. Got into drop shipping, got into some other stuff, and if you guys have any questions about that, hit up my Instagram. My Telegram link will actually be down below as well, but if you want to do coaching and stuff with me, you still have to go to my site and go through there. What I'll do is I'll add you to my, it's kind of like a subscription like YouTube, sort of, but the idea is you download the app and then I will blast out some certain things that I want you guys to know. And it's kind of like an email subscription, but live. It's cool. So I'll put that down below as well. But I focus on drop shipping. I focus on other ways to make money online, and I came to a lot of cool conclusions. I learned some cool shit, and excuse that. And really, it was cool because I got to learn some shit again. I got to learn some new things. So it was really, really cool that, you know, that I got to sit down and actually, like, because I know YouTube at this point, right? I know YouTube and I know all this, and it was really, really cool to just sit down and focus on something different. But anyway, that's a mini update for you guys, a minute 45 seconds in. So thank you for listening to that. But the meat and potatoes of this video are, should relationships be hard? And I mean, it sounds like an obvious answer, and I just wrote a blog post on this. Go to masculineenergy.net and you'll see it there. It's one of the very first things that will show up in the blog section. So the obvious thing is no. Let me have that discussion with you. So when relationships are hard, everyone and their grandmother will tell you that relationships take a lot of work. Relationships take all this work. Oh my God, relationships are so difficult. Relationships are not that hard. They're hard when you choose a shitty partner. They're hard when you don't focus on yourself. They're hard when you have unrealistic expectations. When you focus too much on what's difficult, then you're never going to see and appreciate what's great about the partner you do have. 99% of relationships out there have one of those three things that I just mentioned before. Unrealistic expectations is a big one. I do coaching all the fucking time, right? And people have all these crazy expectations of their partner and what they think their partner should be like and what they think their partner should do. And when you have those expectations and your partner doesn't live up to them in your mind, they don't know that they're under these expectations. They don't know that they're under the pressure. If they don't live up to them, in your mind, they're failing, and they don't even know they're failing. So you end up building up resentment, and then you say, oh my God, this relationship is so difficult. First of all, I mean, and this sounds like an oversimplification, but don't date somebody who you don't like. Just because they entertain you, just because they're fun to look at, men out there, just because they're fun to look at. If you want a partner, and if you want a relationship, if you want to be with somebody to share your life with, choose, because that is his choice, right? Choose somebody who's awesome. Choose somebody who's got something up here. Choose somebody who's going forward in life and trying to grow. And I mentioned all that in my blog. Most people do is they try to change their partner. They try to change the person sitting across from them. They're like, okay, I want you to be a little bit more like this. And then arguments will start that way. Right? Now, should you obviously relationships need compromise. Relationships have difficult moments, right? But don't forget what a relationship is. It is two people. So one person and the other person living individual lives, and they're coming together to share that together. That's what a relationship is. For all you guys out there going through breakups right now, you can't forget that relationships are supposed to be fun. Relationships are supposed to be more fun and less serious than what you've been told. So when you actually get into another relationship in the future, I want you to aim to always have fun. Always aim to be doing fun things, staying away from serious subjects unless you really have to go down the serious route. Focus on that, because a lot of dudes, and this is most of my advice is aimed towards men, because you guys are the ones that are choosing a lot of the situations that you're in for yourselves. A lot of nice guys, for example, don't set boundaries in relationships. There was a really, really great video I watched. I don't remember who it was, but basically the girlfriend was at a grocery store. I actually had like a similar situation that I went through, like a coaching thing with. Anyway, and he wasn't back at a specific time. And she was like yelling at him. And the problem was she didn't trust him, right? And there's foundations to relationships. Trust, communication. The biggest problem was she didn't trust him. So when he actually was at the grocery store trying to, something held him up. He was talking to someone else. And the girl, his girlfriend, couldn't handle it. That right there is the really big red flag. And a lot of nice guys don't set that boundary, saying, look, you need to trust me. If you can't trust me, we can't be together. Nice guys don't do that. Nice guys will be like, okay, babe, don't worry. Next time I'll call you and let you know. And she's like, okay. That's not attractive to them. Even though she'll stay with you in that moment, she does want to be with a guy who's going to say, look, bitch, I was at the grocery store, all right? And when I was at the grocery store, I got held up because I was talking to one of the clerks. If you don't trust me, there's the door. That's how I handle that kind of shit. I'm a little bit nicer about it, especially because the women that I choose to go out with, they're kind. They don't treat me nowhere near that way. So when they do cross, right? When they cross me in a way that I don't like, I'm kinder about it because it's very abnormal behavior for them. But and you'll never catch me ever, if my girl and I broke up, you'll never catch me going out with a girl who's a total asshole. Nope, that shit does not turn me on. I don't know if for some guys like that shit, I don't know why. When a girl does that, you have to put her in her place, so to speak. But you just got to stand up for yourself. That's what that means. Stand up for yourself. Set boundaries. And that's a fucking problem that nice guys have. So, relationships are not supposed to be hard. Hell no. They're supposed to be a lot more fun. And the only reason they're not fun is because you're not fun. It's hard to accept, right? So if you're not having fun in your relationship, men, you're the leaders. You guys are the leaders. Be a leader, right? What does that mean? Go first. Go to a restaurant you never went to. If you and your partner live together, literally set a time, like a whole Saturday. COVID-19's happening right now, I know that. So when that shit clears up, because it's a fucking mess right now, assume COVID's gone, okay? When you guys set a Saturday aside and say, look, we're going to go to, if you've gone to every, restaurant in your area, go to a different city and go to a different restaurant together and experience it together. If it's trash, so what? If it's great, it might become your new favorite place. It might be an hour drive away, but it'll be a great date. Because if, you'll sit in the car together and look, you're only going to have great conversations if you have space, right? And that's a whole other video. So if you guys like this video, drop a comment, like, blah, 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 all that down below. Check the description box. The description box is going to be where everything is. If you want to contact me for coaching or whatever, if you want to read the blog post and so on and so forth, and hit me up on Instagram, and I will be in the next video soon. Thank you.